Welcome back to Girls Overheard, guys. It's Monday.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
Happy
Did we enjoy the extra long vlog? Did we enjoy?
Have you finished it yet?
It's a full
It was
marathon.
Yeah.
An hour and
It's like an
41
omnibus.
minutes.
EastEnders omnibus, that's exactly what it is.
But do you know why that's so perfect? Because the amount of people that message us and say, I really look forward to the vlog on a Sunday.
yeah,
The omnibus is always a Sunday.
it is.
You sit and you tune in and you sit on your couch and it's raining outside and you just sit and watch the vlog.
Sometimes you're doing your ironing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Not me personally.
No, me neither.
You.
Me, I
You
quite like
maybe
an
I
iron.
already know you're trimming your plants or something.
Guess
Yeah.
what I was ironing last night?
What?
Wrong answers only.
Your pants?
Your pants.
No. It wasn't an item of clothing.
Your
Go, something in
curtains.
my house. No, but close.
Cushion covers.
Nah.
Blinds.
Nope.
Your
Throws.
throws.
Nope.
Carpet.
Yes.
Why were you ironing your carpet?
Because guess what? Ultimate hack. Everyone listen up. If you've got a carpet, please check that it's not wool first. If it's a synthetic carpet and it's really trodden down, you know my carpet, like the frequently trafficked areas
Yeah, the
Yeah.
are
track.
very flat, but then like underneath the table is so smooth
Yep.
and soft.
Yeah.
You need to get yourself a steam iron. Thanks, Alan. And then what you need to do is get a tea towel, go over that area, and then get a scrubbing brush, guys. Good as new. I really thought we were at the end. I
What
thought
order
we
are we
would
doing
have
this in?
to. You'd put the towel down,
Uh-huh.
steam iron on top of it, get the steam right in about the fibres,
Does that
relax
mean
it.
press the steam so it goes
So satisfying.
Right, we take it off, we get the scrubbing brush, anything that's kind of going to aggravate the fibres.
Right.
And then once that's all agitated up, you leave it on the way that it looks like they're all sticking up the way. And I promise you, it'll look like a brand new carpet. I had
wow.
been looking for this hack forever, and guess how I found it? Take
TikTok.
one swift guess.
TikTok.
No, my second pocket pal, the AI.
AI, of course.
Oh.
I said, I was like, listen, I'm sick of this. That's maybe what you need to do. See if there's anything that's pissing you off this week. Something in your house, you go, oh, that's really annoying, that bit over there. And I don't know how to work out that wee area of my house, or I can't get that stain out or whatever. Ask your AI pal.
Yeah. And you know he's going to be like, you're absolutely right for asking that question.
And
Yeah.
it's super frustrating.
He's
I
gonna hype you
understand
up,
why
I
you're
understand.
upset.
Honestly, see the way he talks. It's exactly what you need all the time, isn't it? I love it so
He's
much.
a green flag.
By the way, speaking of AI, have you seen the adverts, which is usually Molly May, but sometimes it's Rihanna, right?
The
And they-
perfume.
it's the perfume.
Yep.
And they just like dub her voice, but it's an AI
I've seen it.
voice
Mhm.
of her saying, oh, my favourite perfume is whatever it's called. And then Molly May will be reacting to Rihanna saying it, and she's going, oh my God, that's my favourite perfume.
Yeah.
But how's that allowed?
It's not allowed.
Yeah,
Why is
but
Molly
that
not-
AI's going to trip us up. It really, really is. Like the video that whoever sent in of the horse doing the dive,
Very
which, to be fair, right, the horse doing the dive was very realistic. Then when it moved on to the zebra, and the one that took the biscuit was the gorilla.
yeah,
But again, top class divers, and they look so real.
it was good to watch.
They look so real.
They look.
It was
so
also the
real.
dogs on the diving board.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did see. Obviously, I seen a guinea pig one as well.
Mm-hmm.
But guinea pigs do like to swim, so you never know. One of them could be real.
How is this going to progress? So is it going to get to the point where you could literally, like, you guys, Murray, right? You could go, we want to make a documentary about blah, blah, blah. Make a documentary about people getting their hair done, right? Shite, that sounds shite.
That sounds like a
But-
pig documentary I'm not watching.
Say you were to come up with some idea for a documentary, right? Could you eventually just type it into AI and go, make the documentary, and
So-
then they make it?
you actually
surely.
you bring up a very interesting point, because people have been asking this question, that things like, for example, the submarine that went missing.
Uh-huh.
Well,
Yeah.
never went missing. It well,
Blew
did
up.
it?
Did it
Blew up.
combust?
It combust, whatever. Right. People were saying, how did they manage to get footage of that?
Mm-hmm.
They see for all these documentaries, or like things about, I don't know, I'm trying to give you that's the only example I have, right? It's
Yeah.
only one in my roster. How are they getting the imagery of that when it's like it's already happened and no one was following it? And they're saying a lot of this stuff is just AI
Yeah.
generated.
That's mad.
I know. So a lot of documentaries you're watching, it'll just be AI. Uh-huh.
Yeah, a CI reconstruction. Is that right?
CGI.
CGI reconstruction. So
Yeah.
yeah.
But I don't know if I
But when
like
you
it.
watch it, you don't really think about that. I don't think you just take it as, oh, right, okay, and there was an undercover camera at
Yeah.
all points.
I don't like it.
I do. I listen.
I
The
like it for
benefits
now.
outweigh the costs
Yeah,
at this point.
I like it for now, right? And I actually seen, and Murray, you sent us one into the group chat, and it was the girl, and she's like, why are you using AI if it's making you dumber because you're not using your brain anymore? It's bad for the environment. It's blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I get that, but the convenience is unmatched.
Unmatched.
It's unmatched. What are you supposed to do?
That's coming from the girl with the secret stash of plastic straws.
Don't tell the
Never.
environment that.
They're probably going to start, surely they're going to decompose in about 20 years old.
I've had the same. I'm going to say it was a pack of 100, right? And I've had them in my drawer for, I'm going to say 10 years. When did they stop doing plastic straws? I've had them there.
know.
And I only use them on a special occasion, but my logic is they've already been made. Do you know what I mean?
So they have to go somewhere.
I might as well.
I've never been offered one at her house, but you know.
I'm sure you would have.
I think you might have.
Mm-mm.
I actually took myself a little metal straw to transmit at the weekend because I don't like to drink from the paper cups so
No,
much.
That's a
Gets
good idea.
soggy.
And it was genius from me, to be honest.
How was Transmit?
What, phone me?
Tell me about it.
We
Guys.
couldn't. We tried.
We did.
We
It was-
couldn't.
I mean, it was
Well.
actually a traumatic event for all of us.
It
but
was traumatic. Guys, my phone gets stolen at Transmit, and before anyone says it was lost, we promise it wasn't.
Buckle up.
Basically, I had my bum bag, right? Which was always crossbody because I usually think I'm pretty switched on with these things, right? Not one to be too relaxed in an environment like that. I'm always kind of
Yeah,
side eye. My peripheral's usually pretty good.
I feel like whenever we'd out, like whenever we were in London and stuff, you were always the one that was like, stick together, make sure your bag's there.
Yeah.
Like,
I would say so.
mummy.
So paint the picture. I went to go and see 50 Cent. We got there quite late, right? So we'd only been in for not that long. Like I think maybe like 45 minutes to an hour max, absolute max. We went to the bar, stood for a while, got a drink, went in and got a good spot to stand. And eventually, I kind of said to my friend, I'm going to go to the toilet before this gets any busier because we're right next to the Portaloos, right? I know, R.I.P. me. So I went in, come back. I was waiting in the queue for quite a bit, came back. And she went to hand me my drink back. And I went, 2 seconds, because I had my phone in my hand. And I've unzipped my bag, which at this point was no longer crossbody because I'd just been to the toilet and I can't
Yep.
crossbody bag and pee at the same time. It's just not possible, right?
Yeah.
So anyway, I've got it on my shoulder. I unzip the bag. I fire the phone in. I zip it back up. It's now slung on the shoulder, right? And I hold the cup. We take a picture. And she said, I've sent that into the group chat. And I went, all right, okay. And I went to go and look at the picture. I'm talking minutes, right? Minutes. The crowd had got a bit tighter by this point, and I was thinking I'm getting a bit claustrophobic, but don't think about it. And when I looked down, my bag was lying open and the phone was gone. First thought was, that phone's stolen. I don't know what it was. Usually I would think, oh my God, I've unzipped that, it's fallen out.
Yeah.
I knew right away that's been taken out of my bag.
I think it's like
Yeah.
it's the first thing you're going to think of though at a festival. Not remember when it was like Tea in the Park, people actually wouldn't take their iPhones. They would get like a burner,
Burner, yeah.
Yeah.
to take with them because it was so like that the risk was so high.
Yeah.
So the first thing I did was everyone around, has anyone seen a phone? Leopard print case? Anyone seen a phone? No, what's happened? I went, my phone's just been taken out of my bag. Everyone was like, fuck, that's terrible, blah, blah. Anyway, thinking cap on, I went, Sarah, give me your phone. Phone's Ella. I was like, hi, I can't speak. Go on Life 360 right now because I couldn't find my iPhone. Because I didn't even know how, I've never had to do that.
See, this is why it's good to share your location with your friends.
This is it. So I'm going to actually add you guys onto my like friends and family thing. So if
Yeah.
ever that happens, we can
Yeah.
do this, right? Because I don't care. You know where I am all the time. I'm either at the house or I'm here. I'm at Pilates.
Yeah,
Or I'm
same.
at the school drop off. Don't
Yeah.
go many places. Anyway, so I phoned her and I was like, Ella, go and screenshot where my phone is right now. It's been stolen out my bag and add Sarah to our family circle. Bye. Ella Reid, I swear to God, she was on the ball. I was so proud of her.
Little Nancy Drew.
She was like that, right, screenshot, add Sarah in. Me and Sarah then start chasing me around the field because we can see where my phone is and it's
Yep.
moving around. And this is the moment I'm realising it's 100% stolen, not lost, right?
Yeah.
But in my head, I'm like,
So
maybe
is the
somebody's
phone
handing
move-
it. The
it's
phone's
moving?
My little icon is moving and we are moving. And we're Pokemon going it. We're trying to catch them all, right?
How
Not
funny.
realising.
That's Ash as well.
Exactly. It's all too apt. Anyway, I was like, look, it's gone now. I tried to phone it. They turned the phone off and that was game over at that point because
Yeah.
as soon as the phone was off, it was no longer tracking, right?
Oh, so it just disappears?
It just goes phone turned off kind of thing. So it was like last active at this time, last seen at this time.
Oh,
But
my
on
God,
the
the rage.
iFind, you can still locate it even though it's off, which we'll get into later. So anyway, Sarah was like, listen, don't know what to do. Do you want to just go home? We'll sort it. Like, delete everything. Because, of course, my whole life's on the phone.
Yeah.
Contacts, screenshots, screenshots.
Mm-hmm.
That's the most incriminating part. All our logins, bank stuff, all of that, which I get. Like, you've
Our
got
group chat.
our group chat, face metrics.
5 years worth.
No, don't.
Of our group
And we all
chat.
know how our conversations end up from year to year. They change.
Yeah,
Our
they
opinions
really
change.
do.
So anything I said before, I don't mean it.
Sorry.
Sorry. So anyway,
And in fact, if anything gets leaked, it's AI. So
prove it.
there you go. Prove it.
Prove it.
Definitely fake.
So we go home.
The fact that in our group chat it would always say, if this ever gets leaked, we're done.
And it'll be my
I've
fault.
definitely said that as well. If this ever gets leaked, we'll just say it's AI. Then it's going to be our apology video from us, like, guys, we've been the victim of AI.
We actually foreshadowed it.
They're double bluffing us.
We scoot home. At this point, we're in the car, and at this point, we were in the car, and I got her phone, and I was like, right, I'll log into my cloud on this. So I've logged in. Can I remember my password?
No, because nobody can.
And that's the whole thing, because everything's Face ID now,
Couldn't
or remembered
remember.
in your saved passwords.
Couldn't
Just on your
remember it.
Do you know what?
That
Do you know what
keychain.
the worst? The best thing to do is get one of these little password books and bury it in the house somewhere.
That's what I'm going
and
to do.
have all your
I'm
passwords
going to put
in
it in my
it.
safe.
It's
That I remember I couldn't get into that either. It's a whole other
I can't
thing.
remember the password because it's in the book.
because it was on the iPhone.
And then AI fucked it. So we go home. First thing I do when I lift my laptop open, I'm thinking it's fine. I'm going to get everything done. It'll be deleted. It's not a problem. The first thing that comes up, it says, your iCloud has been logged in on another device or something or other.
Mhm.
Immediately I go, that's them. That's the bad guy. And I reset it. 2-factor authentication has been sent to your mobile number ending 91. I was like, are you fucking joking? I've not got the phone to even authorise password change. I put my own Apple ID into emergency recovery mode for 24 hours.
Yeah.
It was a whole drama. Do you know, to the point where I wasn't even crying? I couldn't get my words out. I was pure
Yeah.
panicking. I was like, Fraser was going, what do you need to do next? I was like, I couldn't get my words out. I was like, I feel like I'm going to have a panic attack. How dramatic, right? I don't even care about the phone. It was all the stuff on it. I'm like, I want my
Yeah.
pictures. I want all my videos of the kids. Luckily, I've got the clouds
Yeah.
somewhere that we paid £12
There it
a
is
month
right
for. Right, it's here. Luckily, that will have everything on it, I'm thinking, apart from like the most recent pictures that I
Yeah,
took that night, right? So
In fact, you know what?
surely
You maybe find they will be backed up.
they're not.
Oh.
I got ones from the afternoon. That afternoon, I take a picture of Ella and it was still there. So anyway, that was whatever. The next morning, I run over to the Apple store in Braehead and I also go to Vodafone. Guy says to me, listen, we can sort it, don't worry. You're actually nearly at the end of your contract for your handset. So you can just continue that, whatever it is, like £30 a month or something like that for the next 6 months, or you can pay it off in full and we'll just get you sorted a new contract. It's not a problem. We can switch everything over. Like, just
you
relax.
want to
It's
hear.
fine. I was like, can they get into anything? He was like, you've reported it's stolen because all the London phone hacking that's been happening, or phone jacking, people stealing them. He said the fact that it was locked is your main like point of security. Don't worry,
Yep.
because they won't guess your password. Too many wrong guesses, they'll lock it.
Yeah, they look at it
The
instantly.
fact
don't
that you've
they?
even said it's stolen, the phone will go black as soon as it turns on.
Yep.
And we've hit a raise on it. So as soon as the phone ever connects to the internet, all of my data's off that.
Yeah.
Right? Which is probably what people want when they're stealing phones, is for you to clear it anyway.
Yeah, but then they'll never be able to sell it, will they?
Well, I don't know. I think there's a way of doing it as long as they can get your Apple ID and all that off it. So I think they're almost wanting you to do that.
Yeah.
So that everything's blocked on it.
So
but it's
they
still
don't have to do
connected.
the hard work.
I think it's still
basically.
connected to your IMEI number, belongs to your phone or something. Don't know. Very technical. So the guy in the Vodafone shop sorted me out. He saved me £7 a month on my contract, right?
Yeah.
Which when I do the maths, I'm like, right, well, over the course of the 2 years, saved me a good bit of cash, right? My phone was smashed anyway. If I got the screen fixed,
It was smashed to bits.
2 bits, front and back.
Yeah.
But he's
And
like,
camera.
exactly. So he was like, turned it round. He went, hold on a minute. Oh, your Find My is working. I've located it. It's at 8 Glebe Street in Glasgow. I was like, where's that? Next to the Royal Infirmary.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently it's a derelict building though. Like, there's nothing there. It said it was there, right? Very, very like specific. I thought somebody's just walked that after transmit, went,
Yeah.
that one's a dud, flung it, and it's binned. So I went,
But I
right,
mean, if you were to go and get that, would you still be able to use it? Would you be able to turn
I'd be
it
able to
back
get
on?
the Apple to fix it for me,
Right,
right?
okay.
So at this point, I'm thinking it's still worth trying to find out where it is, because if I
Yeah.
can get it back, that's a good thing, right? So obviously, I get the new phone and I'm all kind of up to date. Managed to get back in the land of the living. We're back on WhatsApp, we're back on Instagram, everything's been changed. Great stuff. The next day, I go back to transmit, have a fun time. And then the next morning I woke up and I was like, I'm just going to double check if that's still there. It had moved locations an hour previously. I was like, right. It was on Victoria Road in Glasgow. Well, I acted first and thought later. I flung the kids down to Sarah's. I went, take them. I'm away. Parked outside. It was in a mobile phone shop.
The cheek.
And see, the thing is, right, there are flats above, but it's highly coincidental
It is.
that it'd be in a phone shop,
Yeah.
right, that looks like it's through
Dodgy.
its fucking rack and ruin, right?
Mhm.
A pigeon walked in with me. Anyway, I walked in and I was like, hi, I said, my phone's in here. I thought, go in with the whole, like, my phone's in here for a repair, right?
Mhm.
Right.
So I was like, hi, my phone's in
Double
here for a
bluff him.
repair. I'm annoyed at myself because what I should have done is went in and said, hi, I'm looking for a phone. If you got anything, I'm looking for like an iPhone. Doesn't need to be a new one.
Mhm.
And seen if my phone came up
Yeah. But how would you know it's your phone?
because
so
it's
hard.
purple.
Your phone's purple?
My phone's purple. It's very distinctive. Who the hell has got a purple iPhone?
And then what would you just like swiped it and ran?
And I would have been like, phone the police
Yeah.
and arrest yourself. Anyway, but
and
I
then
never
you just
done
see
that.
you on Live 360 just like running away
With two phones.
and this wee man running after you.
Yeah. So anyway, I went in and I was like, hi, my phone's in here. And he was like, what? And I went, my phone's in here. No, I've not got your phone. Right away. And I went,
Yeah.
what? I don't have any phone. No, I've not got any phone. I went, excuse me. I went, no, my phone's in here. It's getting a screen repair, I assume. No, I don't have your phone. I don't have your phone. I went, look, my phone was stolen on Friday night. I've got a location and I'm literally standing right on the pin right now. My phone's in this shop. Give me it back.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about. So anyway, I was like, listen, give me the phone back. I was like, this is actually, if you're repairing a phone that's been stolen, you're part of that criminality. I was like, give me my phone back and that'll be the end of it. It was like, I don't have your phone. Leave the shop. Blah,
Do you
blah,
know
blah.
the fact that he said that, right?
Right away.
Right away. But your phone, your display picture was you and the kids.
Aye.
So you would recognise the face
Yeah.
coming in. So instantly it's pure defence.
And I'm
It's
slick
like, I've
back.
not got it.
I'm slick back in the picture and I was slick back in that and when I walked in that day.
I really, really wish, and I would have done the exact same thing, like rush there, but I wish you'd picked this up.
Yeah, I don't understand why you didn't.
Because I
We
was
do this
time
kind of shit
guys,
together.
we were so
if it
game.
moved, it was a time precious situation. I had to get in there. So anyway, I went in and I was like, no, you're at it. He was like, there's phone shops all up and down here. I was like, well, I'm standing right on it right now. He's like, I don't have your phone. I swear to God, I haven't got your phone. It could be the flats above. I was like, well, that's coincidental that it would be in a phone shop.
Either that or he'll have somebody probably working for him at Transmit who's going in pocketing all these phones.
Right, and I said to him, I said, so you've got no phones getting screen repairs? I don't have any phones getting screen repairs. I went,
In a
but you're a
mobile.
mobile phone repair shop. You've got not a single phone behind there. I was like, how are you paying rent here then? So he was like, go to the next shop. There's another phone shop. So I go in there. He's selling phones and carpets randomly. So I went, have you got a phone, blah, blah? No. Very unhelpful. See, when I then left and sat in my car, DCIR not over here. I sat and I watched the two guys come out the shops, have a conversation, hands are flailing, shaking, blah, 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 and then they go back into their shops again. I'm like, they are all in cahoots.
But we're not going to dwell on it because at the end of the day, you got a better contract and a better phone.
Do you know what my funniest thing of the whole thing, which I've kept for last because that's always the best way to tell a story, is the fact that the kids were at home getting watched by one of the dads, right? So not Fraser, it was Sarah's husband that was watching them. Apparently they were all huddled round Ella's phone. So imagine this, the phone's in the middle. They're like hungry hippos with the bums in the air, right? Looking at the phone. They're going, they're chasing him. They're chasing him. They're chasing him. Oh, they've stopped. They're going the wrong way. Why are they going the wrong way? Obviously not realising that grass park is full of people. They're like,
Yeah.
God's sake, they're running the wrong way.
Oh, the
We're trying to
tension.
around the crowd. Then eventually like, they've got him. They're at him. They're at it. Oh my God, I think they're fighting him. I think they've got the bad guy. They're fighting him.
This
I
is
think they're
obviously when
fighting
all
them.
the wee smoke bits are coming out and it's going like, like pow.
Kaboom.
So funny because we've obviously got to a point where we were like, it's
Right
right,
on
here,
top
but
of
it's
the
turned
person.
off.
Yeah.
That's where they've turned it off.
Oh.
So anyway, hope your next night's a hedgehog.
Right, I wanted to read you this message because you haven't seen this yet and me and Lauren have seen it, but it is the cutest message ever. and we got it on, it was actually a comment on TikTok, right? But please listen. Have to say, it's not just a joy and a laugh to listen to you gals every now and then. Nope, you are consistent queens. So much so that it's a foolproof guaranteed mood lifter when I need it. Some folks' comfort is the Gilmore Girls, maybe Gossip Girl, etc. Mine, rewatching old pods, and it's a prescription to wellness. And so, I have to say, it's an utter pleasure to have voted for you in the British Podcast Awards. There isn't an episode that I haven't laughed or had thought-provoking chats with the girls. If listening while driving, you are a light in an otherwise darkened, chaotic world.
Oh, I'm actually crying.
I know.
Okay.
That's really nice.
Bit over the top, but really the time and effort that you invest into the channel, to the new vlogs, it's an insight and BTS that we adore. I have to tell you, it's not quite the British thing to pour praise or admiration into ourselves, let alone others. And as flippant as it may seem, sorry, my eyes just went across there. As flippant as it may seem to say or read, I thoroughly enjoy the light moments that you bring. It's not just easy, quick, and free to vote. It's my good deed as not only a subscriber of the channel, but a supporter of each of you absolute weapons, but and the definition of female empowerment. That was the wee British bit coming in.
You absolute dicks.
Bastards. Fingers crossed and best wishes, but come on, you deserve it. Quick and easy, folks. Unlike me, well, the easy bit back in the day. What?
Oh yeah,
She
she's
was
easy
saying
back
she
in the day. Primary school girl.
But I'm sorry for rambling. Hope you had a lovely Christmas because it took so long to read it. How nice!
I love that so much.
That was
Just
actually
so
a comment
nice.
on YouTube, and I just thought that is actually the nicest thing to think that someone sat and typed that. out.
Yeah.
Oh,
I love that she
So-
called us weapons as well.
I know.
Makes us
She's
feel like
right.
we're best friends.
We're our
It's
best
just,
friends.
it feels like
Pals can
sometimes
slag each other.
that is like an us thing to be like so complimentary and nice. You think, oh, I need to even it up now, you absolute weapon.
Yeah, I have to make it more believable that I'm
Yeah.
being serious about this.
Oh, I love that.
I just
so
love
much.
that. That's like the biggest compliment ever. I'm having a shit time. I'm going to stick them on and get a wee bit of a laugh.
Yeah.
Oh, not everyone should have podcast equipment, eh?
Well, but some should.
Some weapons should.
This is a TikTok about it.
TikTok about it.
TikTok, which is just the best thing ever.
If you want to send your TikTok about it, if there's a really good one that you're like, we need to discuss, hit up the hotline.
Just hit up the
07428 957 885.
Right, first of all, I'm going to read this out to you, right? Because this isn't a standalone TikTok. I've actually seen a couple of these, and it's a similar vibe to one that we've read out years ago. I think it was years ago.
Okay.
Anyway, it's basically just a girl on the train, right? But all the text is there, right? So it's all about the text. This is what she's wrote. If your boyfriend is on a train from Manchester Piccadilly to Swansea right now at 4:48 p.m. 13th of July, he's gaslighted you into thinking that he hasn't cheated on you. He in fact did. You had picture evidence. He's laughing about it and calling himself a master manipulator. He owns a white pair of Burberry glasses, a ginger friend with an Oasis bucket hat, name tattoos on his right arm surrounded by clouds, northern accent. He apparently had to gaslight you into thinking that he wore a specific top on the 28th of June. He got off at Crew Station and he's ugly.
You lost me
you-
at white Burberry glasses.
Same.
Oh, but I
That-
mean,
I was gone.
that's as specific as you can get.
I love the detail.
There is
Yes.
that had when I screenshotted that, it had 70,000 likes.
Whoa.
Right, so she's overheard that conversation on the train.
Girls
Right?
overheard
Girls
indeed.
overheard. It actually should be our own section. We should be out overhearing things. And she's put it on, and it's you can see the girls working to get
Oh.
it to the right place.
Yeah, like little ants.
It'd be like,
in the
yeah, they'll be like,
colony.
hi, you've made it to Crewe, you've made it to Swansea, you've made it to, and making sure that it gets everywhere
Yeah.
Yep.
so that this girl, and can you imagine being the one to scroll and find that message?
You
and
wouldn't
know
scroll. You wouldn't be scrolling. Someone would send that to
Somebody
you.
would send it to
Yeah.
you, and you
Could
would know.
this be XYZ?
Mm-hmm.
But my question is that the right thing to do? Would you do
Of
it?
course it is. If a guy's sitting there slagging somebody off to that extent that she
Mhm.
got all that info, it's the highest level of disrespect. And guess what? This is your only life.
Mhm.
This is your one and only.
Yeah.
Depending on what you believe in, of course, each to their own. But it's the only time you're going to do it this way. So why would you not? In my opinion, that level of deceit is a theft of life.
It is.
And for that reason, I go, this is now a crime. and then I basically go and drive half an hour to the phone shop. I'm joking. But
This is
you
now a crime.
This is now a crime. I'm in the wrong job, eh? I
Yeah.
should really be in.
Private
You do
investigator.
realise as well, my phone thing will be a cold case at some point that I'll bring back.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, I do feel like that is something you need to take really seriously. And
Yeah.
if there's any way that you can put it out there somewhere, even anonymously, but the problem you've got is that people could use that with malintent
Yeah.
and go and use it against someone who's actually said none of that.
Yeah.
But then
And
why
this is the
would
tricky thing.
You would
So-
need to have someone so far removed that they would be like, listen, I don't even know who he is, but this is what was said and I overheard it.
especially if you were like, I heard it in a completely different town.
Mhm.
But yeah, there is always that element of the what's that website called again, or that Facebook
Are we
page?
dating the same
Are
guy?
we dating the same guy? People fucking ruined it
By putting their
because
exes on
they
and just
put-
got like
yeah,
making
they would
them-
just try and thingy. Anyway, I thought that was interesting because I can imagine some people being like, "Don't get involved, don't get involved."
You've been a grass before, haven't you?
Yeah, and I'd do it again.
I would do
Tell,
it again.
tell your grass thing that you did.
I worry because I did tell this story like a long time ago on the podcast, and now I'm like, oh, I don't know if I should do it just in case somebody's now listening. Basically,
But you would do it again.
Basically, somebody.
People have to know.
So basically, I got told that a girl who I didn't even know
Mm-hmm.
was being cheated on by a guy who I also didn't even know.
Yep.
Right? I can't really go into the specifics, but basically, it was a projector room above the auditorium moment because the person that told me was like, they are cheating. This man is cheating on his soon-to-be wife,
Mm-hmm.
and they are meeting at this specific time every week in this specific place, right? And I was just like, well, I'm not having that. That's not a crime.
That's a crime.
I'm gonna do something about it. So I had to set up a wee fake. I can't remember if it was a Facebook account or if it was an email. Was it an
was
email?
an email. It was really
Wow.
XOXO.
Yeah.
Signing
Gossip
it off
girl.
A.
Let her know. Just had to say, by the way, this is where it's going to be. Projector room above the auditorium. You can do what you want with that information. Goodbye. So after that, right, so I put on asking if you ever like overheard something that you weren't supposed to know,
Oh.
right? So somebody said, we were talking to our new downstairs neighbours one day about the noise from another couple that also lived on our floor who were having really loud arguments. Thought I was going to go a different way there. Oh, wait,
Right.
no, sorry. And having really loud sex. And they were agreeing with us.
define the two.
Yeah, they're just, they love hard.
Yeah. Hard.
They're just passionate.
Passionate, that's the word.
They could be role playing.
Yeah, passionate in every sense of the word. So they were agreeing with us, saying, "Oh yeah, they must have moved in not long ago." And she had her dancing mates round, and they were really loud. And that's when it clicked. They were actually talking about us. I'm an ex cheerleader, and we left that conversation pronto and sent my now husband round to apologise for the noise on my behalf because I just couldn't face them. So she was complaining, and they were complaining about her. Not
She was
realising
complaining
that-
about the other neighbours, but then they were confirming that they're complaining about the ones who were making the complaint.
Yeah.
Oh.
Here's another one. The night our youngest son was born, May 9th this year, 13 weeks early, fuck's sake.
Oh.
My ma-in-law
Mon-law.
My mother-in-law had to take the night off to look after our youngest too. When my wife and I got to hospital ward after all the chaos, two of the staff were bitching about how short they were because that boot alley had called in sick. Guess where the wife's mum works? Ali was given permission ordered off by her boss due to the trauma of hearing her daughter was about in to give birth 13 weeks early, so they sent her home and then they overheard them talking about that boot alley. I'd
Stop.
fucking boot them in the face. What was
Ali's
that?
the mon-law.
Yeah.
The mon-law's daughter has gone into labour
Early.
early, and the midwife, the head midwife or nurse, what do you call it, sister,
Sister.
head, she's
Yeah.
went, better get Ali up the road because that's too traumatic. We can't have her dealing with that.
Yeah.
And then the other members of staff have went, we're fucking short because that boot Ali's been up the road.
Yeah.
Not realising Ali's daughter's actually in 13 weeks early with her baby.
So actually
People
that
need
was her
to-
son then that heard that.
Yeah.
This is it, right. So see what people don't realise, and I feel like I'm paranoid about this, and I always say to Auntie in public, talk quieter, because I'm like,
Yeah.
you just don't know
You
who's
don't know
listening.
Yeah.
who's listening.
Like, and people are nosy as fuck,
Mm-hmm.
and you could be talking about something and thinking, oh, I'm far away from the house, I can say whatever I want. People aren't. They could know someone.
People are so connected. This is the
So
difference.
connected.
Right, so this one, oh my god, your latest story made me think of my last hairdresser visit. Was sitting in the chair chatting away, fairly small salon with one hairdresser and two chairs. Another woman comes in for her appointment and the hairdresser's chatting to her too. Me and the other client occasionally chip in with other conversations, the usual hairdresser small talk stuff. Anyway, I said I was going to an event the next day at a relatively new park in the area. The hairdresser said that she had a separate client who had been in touch with the council for months trying to rent this space for an event, but the council were being a nightmare. They were rude on the phone, snippy on emails, turned quite bitchy at further calls, and were all round unhelpful, which was a surprise because the council spent a lot of time to make this place usable, and it's no wonder it's not busy. The other client then pipes up and says that she works for the council and it's been her job to deal with all the emails and calls.
So she's the snippy
I'm
one.
the problem. It's me.
I wouldn't pipe up.
It's me.
Just keep your mouth shut.
No, I would just sit there like,
What is she like? She sounds horrible.
oh no.
Yeah, just mix it up a wee bit. Just stir it. Well, somebody texted in with that as well and said, I was on the train to Glasgow a few months ago and a girl was on the phone absolutely fuming, not giving two shits if people could hear her. She went, no, you don't have a right to be angry. I slept with your dad after you cheated on me with my best friend, so fair is fair. And then she's like, and FYI, your mum added me on Facebook this morning. Maybe she already knows. I actually missed my stop on purpose. There was no way I was leaving mid-episode.
Nobody got off the train.
No one got off the train.
Everyone just sat.
Everyone went to Hallow at that point.
We're in it for the long haul. And
Like,
then when she got
what
off,
the hell?
everyone got off
Everyone
and followed her.
Oh,
what
not
a
quite an
dramatic-
overheard conversation, but something that
Wow.
that came to me by accident was somebody bitching about me on Instagram.
I love when that happens.
Oh,
Did you mean to send that to your friend because you replied to my story?
It's always,
Embarrassing for
it's
you.
always replying to the
Embarrassing.
story. That
Yeah.
Replied to the story. Guess what it was about? She's at it. She's advertising Life 360. Oh, take a fucking day off.
But was this not-
Take a day off.
so this was when you shared that you'd used Life 360 to
I was like, shout out to Ella for getting stayed on Life 360 so fast.
right, but
And
how
managing to track them.
funny to think that she thought that that's been a campaign. You've had your phone
Like, wow, that's
stolen.
real dedication to
The,
that.
yeah, no, but the thing is, it's almost like a. Do you know what? Ads are getting too.
Yeah.
they're getting too polished these days.
Yeah.
Let's strip it all back.
Yeah.
Let's get creative.
Let's add some trauma in there.
Let's add some real life grit.
We're looking for someone to get their phone
We're
stolen.
looking for something believable
We
to
think you're
capture the
perfect.
audience.
So if you had to describe your ex as a clothing brand, which one would they be and why?
Oh God, this is good. This is going to be really. I can already hear the wit coming through.
They're so
The witty replies. Go on then.
They're so funny. Cotton traders, boring as fuck.
Fair.
Kappa, because he got right with another girl when we were finished, back-to-back girls.
Oh,
That's a good one. That's a good
one. God, you guys are all marketing geniuses over here. Let me get some more.
Adidas, loved the white lines too much.
Cheeky.
Deary doctor.
Explicit content.
Fila, because he's a literal predator.
Oh, jeez. Oh. You could have just gone for Nike Predators. It would have also worked.
Umbro, considered him functional but totally bland and basic.
Oh, do you know what? I think it's worse to be called the boring ones.
Yeah.
You're bland and basic.
Oh,
Boom, boom.
I'd rather be the scientific
Flat line.
guy.
What about super dry? Because that's what he made me. B&M bare minimum.
Beer.
That's so good.
Kappa's getting a real hard bargain
Kappa's
here.
right in amongst this.
Well, but-
Kappa, because he's a two-faced arsehole.
Boo-hoo, because he cried a lot.
Timu because he was cheap shit and undersized.
New look, because he was looking for a new girl every week.
Oh, Forever 21, because he'll never grow up.
Lacoste, because he Lacoste me my mental health.
Lecoq sportive without the sportive.
Next, name says it all. Next.
Next. Yeah, that's a good
Next.
one. Spanx, because he was smothering.
Zara, he would gaslight me the way that their sizes do. When it was good, it was great. All right, okay, that's actually fair enough.
Yeah. Tommy Hilfiger, because he'll figure out a way to lie about everything. Anything from a charity shop, he used me more times than I've had hot dinners.
Mango, because he's a man who would always go, proper avoidant.
Oh.
Gap, because he had no teeth.
Lacoste.
Is that your fault? You're so gap tooth.
Look, he Lacoste me a fucking fortune because he never put his hand in his pocket. All those ones are so clever, right? But this one just says Donny Sports. That is just as
Yeah.
insulting, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's it,
As
Donny.
his mother care because he was a mummy's boy.
Oh.
Reebok pumps, 2 pumps and it's done.
Oh, shots fired. Victoria's Secret because he cheated with Victoria whilst I was planning a wedding.
Oh, Victoria.
Oh, Victoria.
Oh.
Guys, 10 out of 10 for these, by the way.
Aye.
There's
They're
so many.
actually brilliant.
Love them.
PLT, pretty? No. Little thing? Confirmed. Copies. Copies everyone else's style, no originality.
Oh,
Wow.
dear.
Oh.
Oh my God. Mackenzie, I built her back in the day, but not worth shite now. You peaked in high
Oh,
school.
you peaked.
Nike, because it rhymes with bike.
I've got another Victoria's Secret one. X number 1, Victoria's Secret, as that's what me and his daughter wear to his family.
What, you were a secret to his whole family?
Yeah.
What the
Right, send in
hell?
a full, that warrants a full message.
I know.
Send it in.
What is the secret? They just go on and on and on. I like the people that just write in the actual brand with
Yeah.
no exploration.
Yeah.
Carbrini.
Shoes on. Guys, see if you ever want to send us any messages, the number is 07428 957 885, or you can always DM us on Instagram. Follow us on TikTok.
Follow the vlog.
Follow the vlog.
And by the way, see if you do watch the episodes or you listen on whatever app that is, whether it's Spotify, whether it's Apple or Podbean.
What is
Who knows
Podbean?
what Podbean is?
How did you
Podbean?
find
Who's
it?
on Podbean and what is it and why are we watching that? Anyway, if you're on any of these apps, can you go and actually follow the show? Because
Yeah,
a lot of
it
people
really
listen
helps.
every week, but we want to know. Just go and hit follow, and it really just gives a wee idea,
Gives us a wee boost as
a
well.
wee boost and a wee idea who's there, you know.
Absolutely.
Anyway, if you do want to get involved, you can send your stuff into the number Ailey just said, and we're going to go over to confessions right now. So if you've not unlocked the episodes, then you need to go and do that, because last week's I nearly had a heart attack.
Guys, I'm
editing
not
that.
up for it. I'm not
I'm
up
not up for it either.
I never will be.
I never will be that. I feel like we need to put a wee teaser clip out there on socials. More, not a teaser, more of a explanation to other people so that we're spreading awareness about this situation.
Yeah,
because
it's just,
it's something everyone needs to know. And that's all we'll say on that for now.
yeah. Anyway, let's go get into this phone and see what messages have been sent, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.